EA Sports.
It's the grand finale of the 2024 season on the big stage here in New Orleans. Super Bowl 59 underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. He can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he works free. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A give left side for Perine. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Now Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding the talented DeAndre Hopkins. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. In motion right is Smith. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top early. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here.
There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. Touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 75 yards. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. And out come the Chiefs now.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
2nd and 5. Hurts.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
99 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Smith in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now 3rd down and very long. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And take it right on the 30.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Steps away to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Elliott is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So it's halftime here on Sport.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here to Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Dances by him. And some strong running. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. To throw is Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets it. From here. Throwing is Wentz. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Wentz now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execute.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Remember Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner? Well, partner, guaranteed they approached this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
That's caught right side by Worthy.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Wentz gonna throw. Got a man, it's Brown. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. In motion right, one of the tight ends.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome, the 4th and final quarter. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter.
Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Wide receiver A.J. Brown. You see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And they run the option on second down.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Up the middle with Barkley.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
Second and 11.
Barkley, inside handoff.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And this one is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in their most remarkable